It's in 2000 that the countries of the UN voted for the MDG, the Millennium Development Goals. And the first goal was the eradication of poverty to halve by 2015. I have a fear that instead of reaching the Millennium Goal, that we are moving in the opposite direction. The Millennium Goals are linked one with the other, and it is a challenge to you, to me, to all of us. How do we step out of poverty? And how do we go in solidarity with the poor and link our creativity to eradicate poverty so that all people can live in a decent way? And so the whole movement today of the 3 million domestic workers in the domestic workers movement started by listening to domestic work. And in your creativity, I would encourage you, listen to the poor. Listen to their suggestions, listen to their pain. And that will give you a creativity of how to step out of that. Domestic work is stigmatized. In India, it was in Europe, in Belgium, up till today, it is still a bit. And it's very strange, if you ask domestic workers in India, but also in Africa and Latin America, what would you like to be if you had ever been to school? It's air hostess, it's children's care, it's nurse, a nurse. This is the work they are doing day after day. This is the work they are familiar with. But their work is stigmatized while the work of the air hostess, who does the same work, is glorified. Why is that? So something is wrong with our mental framework and our computer over here. We have to check that. Another thing is the shelter homes for children, which we do together with KU Leuven, with Professor Adriaanse, for children who are sexually abused, traumatized. And we had the experience when we went to rescue children. No children's home would take those children because they are difficult children, because they have a trauma. They are not difficult, they have a trauma. They have the right to be treated properly. They are children who have to go to court and they cannot follow the program, and they have been sexually abused, and that's a bad example. So doors closed, with the result that we were forced to start our own transit shelter homes for children with trauma. That by itself is a creativity which has a multiplying factor, because everybody starts saying it's not because a child is traumatized that it has to become a street child or that it has to be abandoned. We can help these children to a new life, and I find that is extremely important. Creativity for decent work to get out of poverty got in 2008 a great surprise. Suddenly, the ILO, International Labour Organization, Geneva, the UN Department for Labour, put decent work for domestic workers on their agenda for a convention in 2011. Coming June 2011, a preparatory meeting, ILC, happened in June 2010. This is fantastic, and I must say I had the chance to be there in June 2010. But you see the same problems going, and that is why I would like to invite you to use your creativity to support the solidarity of the poor.